Hello friends, welcome to Nirpa's Talk Show. This is your host Nirpa Chetri. I arrange talk show to share the experience and thoughts of different personalities with you. Today I have a special guest, Ramesh R from Chennai. He holds almost 2 decades of industry experience. He is right now working as a vice president in Veritas Financial Software Provider Limited in Chennai. He almost work in almost many financial modules that includes MIS, taxations, audit, and many others. I'm very glad Ramesh has accepted my invitation and ready to share his experience and thoughts with you. I must say here that Ramesh is closely engaging with many other social groups and institutions to empower the society at large. He is a good public speaker and motivator in general. Hello, Ramesh. Welcome to Nirpa's Talk Show.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Nirpa. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to interact with you. I can share my experience, share my knowledge, whatever possible way, I can explain you on that. And really, I inspire you. I really appreciate your effort. I liked your videos, the talk shows especially. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you for your good words. This kind of good words always motivates me as well. So without making further delay, Ramesh, I would love to hear about your schooling, your childhood life, because you are a vice president in such a renowned multinational company. But what was your childhood life? How was your earlier education life, and so on and so forth?
Yeah. So from the childhood, I born and brought up in village, say in part of remote village in Tamil Nadu. So in fact, up to 8th standard, I was in government school. After that, moving on to the private school, then as a college, and for the studying CA purpose, I came to Chennai for studying CA purpose. So one important thing I like to share during my school days. So after 8th standard, I moving on to the new schools. That means 9th standard. So during those days, the failure rate in 9th standard is very high, because each and every schools, they wanted to show high rate of passing percentage in the 10th standard. So for that, they wanted to filter in 9th standard itself. As I'm going from the government school, everybody expecting that I'm going to fail in 9th standard. So in fact, so my parents also started believing on that. For that, my parents, I checked with one of the astrologer. The astrologer predicted that I'm definitely going to fail in 9th standard. In fact, so everyone believing on that, they're making fun of me. At least you can start study now, at least you'll pass in the next year. So in fact, I feel very embarrassed. The situation will become worst. They're believing on the astrologer, they're not believing on me. So I want to take revenge on the astrologer. So for that, I started studying from the inception itself, from the beginning itself. Every day, the end of the school, end of the day, I literally 1 hour to 2 hours start reading whatever happened in the school's days. So end of the year, everyone surprised, they shocked. Yes, I passed 9th standard. In fact, that my family members were very happy. They're not even happy when I cleared the 10th standard, because that is the moment I created a confidence in my life. A lot of life lessons I learned. There is no replacement for the hard work. From the time I started inspired, try to focus on the hard work, the commitment, and the consistency. With this, I started my journey. It will keep on going on that. Till now, I'm following the same mantra in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Ramesh. It was really inspiring your childhood life, right? How you really able to overcome the challenges that you had in the society, and of course, in fact, your parents itself, right? They were undermining your abilities, but because of your hard work, consistent focus, were able to crack those exam, and today you are at a good position and a very independent personality that you are today. So obviously, let's move to the next part, right? Uh, we know the leadership is not a cake waltz. There is lots of up and downs in the leadership journey. Of course, it applies to any professional as well. But you born and brought in a small village, and then you started schooling in your government schools, and today you are at such a renowned uh, working with such a renowned multinational company. I'm very sure in your career path, in your leadership journey, there are lots of up and downs and challenges. Do you like to share with my audience?
Yes, I started my career as an accountant. As an accountant, I worked in CAMS, Computer Age Management Services Private Limited. So during those days, the most of the time, they're trying to spend with a lot of time with the teammates, how it's working, how what are the knowledge I can get it, how to keep on looking for the next level, learning each and every aspects of my whatever happening in my office and experiences. Each and every sector, the every 2 years once, the hard work will help you to understand more and more each and every activity of the work. So in fact, most of the time, I'm trying to apply the concept called benchmark. So benchmark myself. I'm trying to benchmark with my upper level person. They're looking for the senior person. So how I'm looking into things. The perspective, the positive mindset, it's always looking into the next level. Thoughts are it's always looking into the next level. So I'm default by working towards on that. So in a way, so whatever I'm learning, so trying to get the control over what I am learning. So it will over a period of time, then you're moving on to the next level. So the next I'm moving on to the Equitas. The Equitas Small Finance Bank now. So 15 years of experience in the Equitas Small Finance Bank, they help you to understand each and every process aspect of the department, how the internal control works, how the auditing, how the people management, how the leadership quality improve, from the how the delegation is works, how we can take the accountability for the each and every activity will help you to shape up in a different manner. So this experience will reach you to the next positions, because most of the time I strongly believe that we may be knowledge, we may be skills. That important thing is, if you don't have the leadership quality, if you don't have the communication skills, we cannot sustain in this field. So strongly based on that, each and I'm applying the benchmark concept. So continuously keep on improving. The benchmark deals with the best practices, not best performance. The best performances maybe time to time will change. That the best practices always with us will keep on help you to moving on to the next step. The continuous improvement, each and every day, what I'm learning over a period of time, the negativity fade away, the positivity reinforced in myself.
It's really educative and inspiring story as far as your career growth is concerned. I completely agree on the point of benchmarking, right? Benchmarking to a level, which is our next level, and then work towards.
In fact, when I'm talking about the benchmark, when I'm talking about the benchmark, identify where to benchmark, what the level of we have to benchmark, whom we have to benchmark. Wherever possible, we have to look into the current performance with the future performance. We have to work towards on that. It will help you to looking into the next level.
Yeah, I completely agree on that. We as a professional has to work towards the goal, and that goal should be benchmarked, of course, into the next level, and then work towards those goal to achieve. Right? I think we all should focus on those directions, and your convictions, your experience has once again reconfirmed me that we should definitely work towards those benchmark as far as leadership journey is concerned. Thank you, Ramesh, for sharing these wonderful points.
Yeah.
Let me move to the next. Let me move to the next point, Ramesh. You know that World Economic Forum has published a report which says lifelong learning and collaborations are the two key skills for 21st century any professionals. And when I say lifelong learning, it essentially means the personal growth. Personal growth become the need of the hour for everyone in today's context, right? So what do you think? How can we achieve those personal growth in a consistently and comfortable manner along with our professional duties?
The personal growth, it comes with the whatever we are learning nowadays. The new habit. The habit is a behavior has been repeated enough until it become an automation.
True.
So become the habit. We'll keep on trying ourselves until whatever we want, we are catching on that. For that, we need not to complicate the things. We can apply 3S concept. Keep it simple, slow, and smile. It will solve almost all the problems. To be simple is to be great. Simple is always comes with the unavoiding the factors. Help you to handle the situations in the perfect manner. Need not to complicate things. Just like that, you can solve all the problems. Most of the time, we are thinking in a different manner. How we are going to solve it? What is the thinking? But in order to avoid this, just apply the things, you can easily get the results, whatever you want. And slow, whatever you are doing, steady and slow growth help you to reach your destination. You can definitely, the pathway, whatever you are doing, if you are going very slow, we can able to understand how we are going, where we are going, how to handle the situation. If any hurdles comes, if you are facing any challenges, you can easily understand and you can easily reach the path within the specified time also. The slow and steady, it's never fail. Definitely it's going to reach your destination. And the third one, it's a smile. The smile is an enjoyment. Life is beautiful. You have to enjoy each and every day. Because if you're not enjoying, it will show in your face itself. Because if you're not enjoying, we may be face it's a moody or different kind of things. The smiling face, if you start enjoying your life, enjoying whatever you are doing, so it will help you to reach your destination, reach your path in an effective manner.
True.
All the applicability, it will comes, your creativity, your leadership quality, your innovation, or your communication, problem solving techniques, everything will be part of the 3S concept. It will come without complicating the things, you can easily handle.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, right? 3S. One stands for simple, other S stands for smile, and third S stands for steady and slow. I think these are the very key point that you have highlighted here. Probably the third one, right? Steady and slow is also very important, because in my personal life, around few years back, I was not comfortable in terms of communications with my client, with my friend circle, and so on. So what I did is I started creating every morning a video for 5 minutes video. Then I will talk in 5 minutes any topic randomly. And eventually, over 300, after 1 year, which is 365 days, I created 365 videos. So don't you think after 365 videos, I will not improve my English? Today, I am comfortable position. I may not be expert, but I am comfortable position to speak. I think that consistency or slow and steady, that your last point, is the key for any personal growth is concerned. So
when you're doing the simple and the slow and the steady, will help you to understand it's a more clarity and more purposeful, and it will be suitable for you also.
Exactly. And Ramesh, since you are into leadership journey for a long time, I just want to share something with you, right? In today's context, right? Of course, we are learning so many skills, so many technologies, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, empathy matters a lot. Why? I will share you my experience. We recently we are coming from my native place, Guwahati, to Bengaluru, right? So while we came almost after 14 months. In airport, we have a lot of luggage. So of course there will be check-in bag, and then there will be handbag, right? So the check-in bag overshoot the allotted limit that we were given. So some of the item we put into our handbag. So myself, my wife, and 2 children. So of course the handbag become more weight, some of the handbag which I carried, and my son noticed that, and he immediately interfered and told that let's hold on, we should distribute this handbags in such a manner that he will also want to take some part, right? And then he eventually distributed all this handbag equally Whatever they can take, they have also taken. And then I was surprised, and I just quipped my wife, see, your son is a good planner, he will become good leader. But then my wife replied, no, in order to become good leader, he had that empathy and kindness, which has motivated him to become such a good planner and good skills that he has come back in such a crucial time. So
Yes,
what do you
agreed.
think? This empathy is the key for any leadership. Don't you think so?
Definitely. Because nowadays also the leadership quality comes from the empathize with the people. The empathy is very important. The empowering the people, the exhibiting the trust, that is very important. The leadership is a result of action, because leadership will create the circle of influence. As a leader, you have to stop managing the people, start inspiring people. Depends on the situation, whether it's a financial parameters or non-financial parameters, whether short term or long term, whatever it may be. We have to show people will should trust us. People will think that you are a good leader. Because one thing I strongly believe, that means defeat is not declared when you fell down. Defeat is announced when you refuse to get up. When you are in the leadership positions, a lot of times you have to fail and they have to understand the situation. We have to come out from the new ideas, new thought process. Only then you can be able to look into the new perspective. When you are
Exactly.
facing the challenges as a leader, every time they may be facing the challenges, managing the team and managing the boss. So all the things is a kind of sandwich position leader. So
Yeah.
how we are handling.
Yeah.
So we have to balance both the sides.
Yeah. But in all these areas, managing the people, finding the solution of certain problems, motivating others, inspire others, all these activities are driven to a human by empathy and kindness. How he thinks those situations in empathetic manner. What motivates him to solve those problems and help others, right? So therefore, empathy will play very significant role. I believe you also agree with me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Ramesh, it was good point as far as your, uh, I mean, the overall leadership, the personal growth, your childhood life. Probably, I would love to come towards the conclusion of our conversation today. I would love to get just a few key important areas as far as leadership journey is concerned. What do you think today, our youngsters, young leaders, or emerging leaders? What is the three key message that you want to give so that they can work towards those three key areas and improve on themselves?
A successful person begins and ends with a good attitude. The leadership person, if you're showing the good attitude, it will be good for them. For that, you can apply the 3S concept. That means self-awareness, self-control, and self-improvement. As a leader, he has to aware of whatever you are doing. You have to aware of the team members, what is doing, what is the pain points, whether the person, the team member understanding the situation, whether it's clearly what they want, whether he can understand the issues, whether whatever they are facing is aligned with your output. Everything it will involve on that. When your leader is focusing on the vision, not only for the process. As a manager, they may be looking for the process. The manager, leader has to guide them to understand. He has to aware of things. Number two is the self-control. The person as a leader, he should have the very strong control over whatever is happening around him. He is ultimately responsible for that person, responsible for whatever he's doing. He's accountable for that. The people who should not take advantages for whatever he's doing. And also at the same time, he should have the control. You have to take care of the team also. The third one is a self-improvement. The self-improvement in the sense, the success of the leader depends on the subordinate. That means a team. If the team is successful, the leader is also successful. The successful leadership improvement comes from the team only. How he is taking care of that team. How you will be solving the team's problem. Whether the pain point of the teams, whether he can able to understand. Whether it's applying all the skills, whether maybe analytical skills, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, whether it's applying the concept, everything is very important. He has to cascading the skills to the other person. The leadership ability, the skills, he has to download the team to the next level. Then only then the people will understand, they'll grow on that. As a leader, the important point is they have to help them to grow their next level.
Yeah.
That is the main point. I can say that.
Yeah, I completely agree on it, because at the end of the day, your success depends if your team's able to succeed, right? And then,
Exactly.
yeah, and then the key three message, right? The self-awareness and self-improvement. I think these are very important point in today's context, where a lot of informations are floating us, and there is a very high amount of chances that people will be uh, floated with those informations rather than focus, right? So where I stand, what is my interest level, what is my ability, and then work towards those areas probably will help definitely. So I think self awareness is very important, and of course the self improvement, as you say, continuously learning for our personal growth and for our team's growth. So as a leader, we should able to create a roadmap for our team's learning, and of course, we should help to organization to grow. Right. I think one important thing I would love to share with my personal experience. Right, as a leader, we should always think about the bigger goal. We should always, not only ourselves, also our team members should able to connect with higher meaning what they are doing. I'll just share one story. You might have heard it, right? In US, the NASA laboratory, in the NASA, the aeronautical center, where one sweeper was sweeping the house, and then American President Barack Obama came and just surprised in NASA laboratory, what are you doing? Asked that sweeper, and sweeper immediately replied, I am helping people to go moon. That is the personality that is required for leader. So
The perspective is entirely different.
exactly,
How they are
that
looking into the
perspective.
things.
Exactly, prosperity, the attitude that you were talking about earlier, right?
Yes.
Attitude defines the altitude. So that mindset is very important for any leaders, which will help him to grow and as well as teams to grow. So with this, Ramesh, I think it was extremely wonderful session as far as your leadership experience is concerned, as far as your personal life and childhood life is concerned. I'm really glad that you have given me some time for our talk show, and this particular conversation will definitely help some of our emerging leaders, because real life experience, real time use cases will definitely give a good amount of confidence for any persons who goes through the same kind of problem that you faced, right? So with this note, I must thank once again for your valuable time and insights. I look forward to connect with similar kind of discussion in near future, and we'll try to help our youngsters and our student communities wherever and whenever possible. With this note, this is Nirpa Chetri. Thank you, Ramesh.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. I really appreciate your talk show, really inspiring to most of the people. I really appreciate you on that. You are keep inspiring to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh. Look forward to connect with
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Yeah, sure.